Wednesdays here on the program, we like to put the spotlight on the farm women's group, CommonGround.
CommonGround is a group of farm women who want to be a resource for consumers who want to know more about how their food is grown. So in this segment, we talk with volunteer Jordan Classen on how the agriculture industry in Nebraska has a big impact on people, even in urban areas.
The agricultural economy has a big impact on everyone in Nebraska. Joining me now with more on this is Jordan Classen, and she is a CommonGround volunteer from the Fullerton area. Jordan, tell us a little bit about that. How does the harvest impact our economy?
Harvest is a big season for everyone, not just the farmers. And so just thinking back last year, we had a bunch of flooding that happened. And so this year it was a lot more rewarding. We were able to see a bunch more bushels come to the elevator. It just requires a lot of work throughout the entire economy just to make that process go smoothly.
What kind of jobs are related to a productive harvest?
So as we know, 1 in 4 jobs in Nebraska is related back to agriculture. So that means that we see a very diverse group of jobs that can be tied back to our agricultural productivity. So for example, our harvest would not be successful if we did not have people who were delivery drivers out on their routes bringing spare parts to farmers. Also restaurants, they offer a lot of different options this time of year, especially around small towns. I know I utilized quite a bit of family meals this year from some local restaurants, and then technicians that come out to the field and help farmers solve problems. So whether they're having issues with their combine or their tractor or they're broken down, those guys are super important in helping get everything back up and running and getting harvest completed.
Why is it that most of our grain is exported?
In Nebraska, as I mentioned, we have a very plentiful harvest across all of our state. Very fortunate in that manner. And so because of that, we have more grain that is grown here than what we actually need for our state alone. So because of that, we are able to export grain to other states as well as other countries. And most of my experience in the export business does come from my job at the grain elevator. I get a lot of exposure to it. So it's amazing to see all of the grain from Nebraska that does go other places.
Jordan, that's all good information. Thank you very much for sharing, and you're coming back with a recipe a little bit later.
Yes, and I'm excited to share that with you.
All right, sounds good. I'm excited too, and we'll see you in a few minutes.